Well, hello and welcome to the Adobe Abode. My name is Callie, and on this channel I do mostly Bible-related junk journaling. If you're not sure what that is, stick around. It's pretty much just what I call my version of Bible journaling. And today I have a decorating project or a junk journaling project in my handmade Psalter. In my last video I talked about Psalm 8 and I talked about my scripture writing method. And we talked a little bit about Bible paragraphing also. And so today I thought I would share with you how I decorate my pages in my Psalter. So now we'll get started and I'll show you how I put this together. Today I guess the theme is purple. What led me to that is actually the superscription in this psalm mentions the instrument of Gath, and there's an association with that has to do with the vine dressers, but it got me to thinking about using this grapevine fabric that I have here. We'll get to that. This is a messianic psalm, and so that being the case, and the fact that we're just a few days from Christmas, I can't help but do a little bit of a Christmas theme, but not overtly Christmas. So this is going to be a strange combination, sort of purple and gold and Christmas. I don't know. We're going to see how this goes. Now, I go through all my scraps, I go through what I have and kind of lay out an idea at first and kind of set everything up. So I have a pile of stuff here, and then I've got stamps and inks and a few other things. So what I'm going to start out with is the title here. If anybody knows the trick about how to get this stuff apart, let me know. I just have to fumble with it for like 20 minutes. I have 3 pieces to do. Sheesh. I have this little card here. I want to do a little bit of inking. I want to purple this up a little bit. It's kind of blue. And we'll use a glue stick. I'm offsetting this just a little bit. Want to get it right on the edge. There's a particular part of this I want for my little label here. I'm going to ink with some gold, which is so weird. It doesn't look gold, but it is. And so I have some continuity from one side to the other side. I'm going to use just a tiny bit of this stuff. And I'll glue this down with some art glitter glue. That will go there. And I have kind of a goldy jelly roll pen. I'll use some art glitter glue. And I know, grapes with Christmas, it's weird. That's the beauty of junk journaling. Let me zoom you in so you can see that. So that's what I've got for my title. I don't know if you can see that right there. It says gentle scratch. I don't know. I think I'm going to cut that off. It's kind of weird. It's very random words. Okay. Sheesh. I'm just going to take these and cut them just like that. Just some little strips of paper to add some visual interest. Kind of bring in these colors to here. I like to use this acrylic ruler to give me a nice hard surface to stamp on. And we're going to play with these colors. And I have some star stamps that are mildly Christmas themed that I'll be using. Okay, I'm afraid the color's a little washed out. Might be kind of hard to see. But we're going to take a little break from the journal and work on one of the things we're going to put in here because we're not done. Okay, the next thing I have here is some tracing paper. It's just regular tracing paper like what you would get at Hobby Lobby or even Walmart. Regular old tracing paper, and then some of this stuff. Now, it doesn't have to be this exact brand, but you want like a clear acrylic sealer. And the best way I've found to do this is you take a piece of tracing paper, take it outside, hang it up with a clothespin, and spray it with this. And what you get is this more plasticky, more transparent, kind of glassine type of thing here. Of course, you're going to let that dry, but I have this from a while back, but that's how I got this. So now what I'm going to do is make a glassine envelope out of this. And I'm just going to make a quick envelope. It's not going to be overly fancy. And of course you can do this with any paper, honestly. We're going to measure this. So it's 9 inches. It's 9 inches wide. And so what we're going to do is cut it down to 9 inches tall. So that we start with the square. If you have a mat like this that has, of course it has the grid lines, but then it also has the 45-degree angle on it, this is really helpful to have it. Line it up on the 45-degree angle, and then we want to fold it right about on this line going this way. And that's going to give us a 45-degree fold. If I can actually accomplish it fairly straight. Like that. What I'm going to do is line it up on this grid line going this way right here, this one, at 1/4 inch, like this. And then I'm going to fold it on this line here. Might help to take a folder and, whoops, kind of score it right there. I don't have a like an envelope maker, so I've just figured out how to do it like this. And I'm not doing anything real fancy, just a really simple little envelope here. Then we're going to turn it around and do the same thing on the other side. So this time I'm lining up this edge on this line, and then I'm going to 1/4 inch right here to this point. Right there, I'm going to give it a little bit of a score so it'll crease right there. And then fold it up. Yeah, like that-ish. Something kind of like that. Now, for this little part right here, I'll take a pencil. I'm just going to go, like where this fold meets these folds right here on both sides. Just draw a little pencil line. And then just so I can get it straight, there we go. Let's go with the medium. Yeah, that's better. And since we're at it, we'll round these ones. Trying to remember what glue works. I think art glitter glue works. Let's try it. Okay. Keep in mind when you're working with vellum or glassine or whatever, everything you do is going to show. Looks like that's going to go ahead and dry clear. And while we're waiting for that, we will work on this. Now this is a little pre-made pocket. I was just pre-making a bunch of stuff and made this. This has, oh, I can't think of what it's called. Junk journalers hoard all of this like hard plastic stuff that comes off of packaging, and I can't remember what it's called. It's just like acrylic packaging. And I've got, that's a real pressed Cosmo from my garden, and I just have it sandwiched between a couple of pieces of that acrylic, and I just used some scrapbook paper to make a little pre-made pocket. Now what I'm gonna do with this, actually I just want to cut it down because I don't want it to be this wide, and I'll show you how I'm gonna do that. Let's see. Fold it just like that. Guess I should have checked to make sure this is going to, yes, it's going to fit, but it's going to be big. Alright, now as I said, when you're working with glassine, everything shows through. So hopefully I don't flub this up. We're going to take, I have a grape leaf. Oof, that didn't stamp very well. That's okay. There we go. That'll give us a little color and a little hint, kind of in case this shows through. I don't know how much this will actually show through. And we have our little card there. And our glassine envelope. And we're going to glue that down just like that. I think I will glue these corners down first, just so they don't cause me problems. Eyeball in the middle. When you use inks to distress this sort of homemade glassine stuff, you do have to kind of let it dry for a little while. Otherwise it will kind of smudge and smear. And as you can see, that's what it looks like through the back of the envelope. So it still looks nice, either side. And I'm going to put it, I'm probably going to glue it in here, just like that. Okay. Oops. Well, there we go. Okay. We'll come back to that in a little bit. In the meantime, I have just a piece of journal page. This came out of really a modern journal that just has cream colored pages. And what I'm going to do is rip this down. Yeah. Okay, this one, I'm just going to fold it in half. And I think that'll work. Yeah. Okay, I think we're gonna do a little collage on here. Something kind of flat so we can write on this still. Yes, just like that. Now, of course, what I'm doing here is giving myself a lot of writing space. As you can see, I have a lot of study notes to go through. So probably what I'm going to do is take my Bible study notes from studying this psalm, and I will write my study notes on this sheet. And then I have this other sheet for prayers and that kind of thing, and I can also write on this. Well, thank you so much for watching, and be blessed, and we'll be talking to you.